up, guys? For those of you that are new to the channel or can't read, I'm Oklahoma's worst angler, and today, as you can tell by the title, we're going to be talking about tips and tricks for fishing the trophy series from Scum Frog. Now, this is probably a video that I've been meaning to do for a while. I did one kind of overfishing the trophy series and overfishing the launch series, but I had not picked up the trophy series in quite a while because I was primarily fishing the launch frog. And I love the launch frog, but I seem to forget this was the '1 producing frog for me in 2020. And I don't know why I'm drifting back here. I just haven't picked it up in a while. So I needed to pick it up, and I figured, hey, why not fish it today? And why not go over some tips and tricks and show you guys exactly how to fish this thing, or how I like to fish it, and hopefully catch some. And well, I mean, we're gonna catch some. I mean, I already did. I'm just showing you guys right now. But there's two different sizes. These are the 5/8 ounce. This one, I can't remember what this one's called, but this is Sloppy Toe, or this is Totally Cool right here. Totally Cool was my #1 producing frog that year. I really primarily only threw this one, this color, and today I decided to bust out the stone, something, ghost, I don't know. But there's a 1/2 ounce and a 5/8 ounce. The 1/2 ounce is quite a bit smaller, and I thought I had one in the boat, and I'm sorry I don't, but I really prefer the 5/8 ounce, and I may, end up like repeating myself a few times today, but regardless, I like the 5/8 ounce. I like the heavier, cast further. It's got bigger hooks in it as well. You can see the body is extremely soft. However, the design of this frog, those hooks are protected so well from snagging up. I mean, they just lay flush right along that body. Now, other frogs, you may modify them, you may bend the hooks out. I never do on the Scum Frog. I never modify these. I don't trim the skirts. I don't bend the hooks out. I want this thing to stay as weedless as possible because I do believe that the trophy series is probably the best frog for thick cover. I truly believe that. Like I said, I've been fishing it for a long time. I work with Scum Frog, so you might call me biased, but I was throwing Scum Frog way before I ever started working with them. Still throw different frogs, have no problem with other frogs. There's other frogs that are better, suited for a certain kind of condition, certain type of water, certain kind of, cover, terrain, not really terrain, it's not in the water, you know what I'm saying. But we're going over this one today. We're going to talk about this. I'm going to fish it. Let's get out there. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Oh my gosh! It's a whale! 9/11.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, that's.
Huh? There we go. First one, little squeaker. Man, I love those black bass living up in that grass. Look at that. Freaking ate that thing. He's got kind of a smallmouth vibe to him. That color. Look at that guy. He is dark. Dark. Thanks, buddy. Living way up in that grass. Now I wonder if that pigmentation kind of has anything to do with the food they're eating too. I don't know. If anybody knows, let me know, because I'm very curious. Is it because they're living up in the grass, kind of like I think? Or is it because they're the forage that they're eating. So I'm very curious to know. If anybody knows, let me know. Also, if you're new to frogging, make sure you make a cast after you get that fish from that braid, because that braid will bite down on the spool, and you don't want to make a cast and waste it with a backlash. Yeah! Oh, that's a better one. That's a better one. That's a better one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He ain't a giant, but he's better. Oh, you're a lot bigger than I thought. Ooh. Look at that. Dang. Turn that scum frog inside out. Yeah, buddy. Oh, you weren't going nowhere. I got you for 3 minutes. You ain't going nowhere. See, that first fish told me all I need to know about the frog fishing today. I had been throwing the frog for a while. I've been working it slow, kind of methodical like. And that first fish, she hit it when I was working it a little faster, a little more aggressive. And that's what I've been trying to do ever since. You know, giving that between 2 and 4 pops, letting it kind of sit for about a half second, then picking it right back up. And between, like I said, 2 and 4 pops. That's just kind of the cadence. Kind of mixes up, but get their attention, let them see it for a split second, you know, about a half second or so, and then start working it again and just trigger that reaction bite, that feed response, you know. Oh, dadgum. Too soon, maybe? That was another good one. We just kind of slurped it. Didn't really blow up on it. That was another good one. So you guys can really see that unique action to the scum frog. At least I hope you can. Hope the camera's picking it up. The trophy series, scum frog rather. But you see, it's got that head up, nose posture, head up, nose up posture. It's a very unique frog, the trophy series. Very soft. Sometimes you get those hooks stuck in the body. Just pull them right out. Now I've had guys ask me about the frogs in particular and why they're open back here, right? Why is there a hole? Well, that is where the water comes out. This thing will not fill up with water. It shouldn't. The only way I've ever had a scum frog fill up with water is ripping it out of something and the braid gets caught and it goes upside down. Then it will sink because then it fills with water, but otherwise that is meant to sit right like that and does not fill up. So the trophy series, I think this one might be the best for really thick cover because of the posture of it and how those hooks are protected right there and how they just sit flush on that body. Now again, there's really good frogs out there. A lot of good frogs, a lot of good brands out there. I'm just the most comfortable with the scum frog. I've been working with them for a long time. I've thrown them before I was even working with Scum Frog, but that's why I love these guys. The launch series, whole nother frog. Whole nother frog. That's one that you can actually walk, you can pop it, or chug it rather. Does really good in the thick stuff as well. I just really like the trophy for, like I said earlier, you know, the sound that this makes. It sounds like, you know, a baitfish popping, sounds like bluegill popping, and that's why I absolutely love this frog. So I make a lot of different colors. This is the new, well, obviously the painted series, but they've got some of the old school colors out there, but I really like the painted series the best. I think they look best. That's just me, and well, I mean, you can see it's working so far. Since I was talking about thick stuff, you know, thick cover, tall grass, lily pads, really thick subsurface grass, anything that's, well, not even subsurface, but anything that's, you know, emergent. I'm going to talk a little bit about that and try and help you guys know how to cover this stuff. So I cast way up in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to start popping that. What I'm going to do is just slowly lift that frog out till it hits the water and start popping it right there. Now, if I get caught on grass, I'm just going to keep popping it lightly to get it to come through there. Now, really thick, tall grass, lily pads, it's tough to work that rod down, especially if you're moving, windy days, anything like that. You're going to have that braid slide all underneath the pads, slide in the grass, and then eventually that frog is going to be, you know, so far out behind you or in front of you that you got to bring it back through in a circular motion. So what I do on cover like that is I literally just work that frog aggressive, just like you're coming through that tall grass. I keep that rod tip up, and what it's going to allow me to do is keep that braid up and keep it from sliding underneath pads, getting caught up in grass. That's what I'm going to do with that. Plus, kind of makes the hooks a little bit easier because you've already got that rod tip up, so all you have to do is just lean back on them. But it comes in really handy. Like I said, tall grass. I don't have much out here in the way of tall grass. There's definitely no lily pads out here, but I'm going to try and find some patches of emergent grass to show you guys exactly what I like to do after I cover this hole right here. So stuff like this, it's not very thick, but this is all I'm going to do right here, is just pop it up. I like to kind of pop over that grass like that, and a lot of the time when you're popping that over the grass, falls over that grass and hits the water, a lot of time you can trigger that reaction strike. And then once you get out of there, start working it aggressive or work it slow and methodical. You got to figure out what your fish want. Mine today have wanted aggressive, so that's what I'm going to try and stick with. But even keeping that rod tip up, you can still work that thing fairly aggressively and still get their attention, especially with that 5/8 ounce, because it's so big and so heavy. Now I prefer the 5/8 over the 1/2 ounce. I really do. The body's quite a bit bigger, and just being heavier like that in that thicker cover, it's going to sink down better. Now you guys may not be able to see it right here, but I'm dealing with a lot of subsurface grass. So what I'm going to do with that is, as long as I can see, which the water's so clear right now, I don't even need my sunglasses to really see, but I'm going to work that frog fairly aggressive over it, and then I'm going to make it for the pause in those patches, those open patches. So give that 1/2 second, 1 second pause, and then start working it again aggressively over the grass. And then when I hit a patch, an open spot, I'm going to pause it for a second, see if we got anybody's attention, see if we want to, you know, get them to come up and eat. If not, get right back to it, working it aggressive or slow and methodical. So all in all, pretty successful day with the trophy series. Got a couple of good ones. Got to show you guys exactly how I like to fish it, how I like to, attack, different cover, like I said, different situations of water. And that's about it. So I hope you guys liked the video. If you're not subscribed already, hit that subscribe button for me. Drop a comment, leave a thumbs up, leave a thumbs down, whatever you want to do. I really don't care. I just want to talk to people. I want to see y'all in the comments. And, jeez, I think there's a Sasquatch up in there. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate every single one of you. I'll see you next time we're on the water.